I love this quote. Any fool can make a fortune. It takes a man of brains to hold onto it. There's a reason why I wrote this here. It's actually easy to acquire assets once you know how. It's actually extremely easy to acquire assets. Last year, I acquired 7 properties, just last year. 7, which could take most people their entire lifetime to acquire 7. I did that in 1 year. This year, I'll say, okay, well, how can I do 20? It becomes a game. But the big problem is, how can I protect it to make sure it stays within my bloodline for the next 100 years to come? That's where it's difficult. Acquiring assets is very easy once you know how. And hopefully, we will know how. Now, this is some of the habits you need to have. It's a must. You must have this habit. Appreciate it. Only invest in appreciating, as we already talked about. Structure in generational. What do I mean by structure in generational? Structure is everything. What most people do is when they're looking at acquiring assets, they're biting their personal name. That's what most people do. That's the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing anybody can do. People are laughing because obviously you guys have done that. But that's the worst thing anybody can do. The only time you want to acquire property in your personal name is either when you're buying as a first-time buyer and you're getting government benefits. That's the only time. Apart from that, if you're not getting any government benefit, even if it's a home for you to live in, do not buy it in your personal name. It's easier to buy in a personal name, but always remember, whatever is easy ends up being the hardest. Whatever is hardest always ends up being the easiest. Once you understand those rules, it will start making sense. So always think about from a generational standpoint, what would happen once I depart this earth? How would my asset easily pass on to the next one? Do they need to change title? Do they need to pay for transfer of title?
Hi, my name is Kiara. I'm a lawyer here in Melbourne. I've attended Collins' workshop today. It was really good. All the information received were very informative. It gets to things outside the box. Not everything has to be in your name, and that you can sort of have a much bigger borrowing capacity if you do create a trust or a structure in place that will allow you to do that. And I'm really looking forward to get to know a little bit more and let's make some money.
We've seen situations where parents passed away, kids can't even afford to transfer the property to their own personal name because do the title transfer is going to cost them 200 and something thousand to do it. They don't have the money because it was a large estate that the parents had. Guess what they had to do? They had to sell it. But if they had structured it in a way where it goes easily to their care, they won't have to worry about that. So it comes down to structure. Capitalizing on opportunity.
Can I just ask a question there? So are you saying that rather than have the property in your name, what you would have some sort of a trust?
Yes.
That would administer,
Yes.
that would basically apportion the wealth to future generations?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. And we're going to get into the trust section later on too as well. Now, teaching the family. Teaching the family early, this is quite important. Then the reason why I bring this up is, do you guys know how many millions and trillions of dollars are in unclaimed assets just in Australia? A lot. We're talking about in super and in unclaimed estates. Most people will pass away, their kids don't even know what the parents own. People who pass away, their brothers, their family, their sisters, siblings don't even know what they own. And guess what? The government will hold on to it for a couple of, I think there's a amount of years that they have to hold on to it legally before they give it to charity. We've got billions and billions and billions of dollars in unclaimed super alone. I think last time I checked in super, it was over 15 billion just in super alone. So please, if you've got family member, if for those of you that don't have kids, you've got a sibling that you can trust, tell people or create some sort of will. Give someone some sort of power of attorney because you just don't know when you're not going to show up. That's just life, right?